The grand mansion captured in the 1896 photo stands as a remarkable testament to its time. Seemingly alive, it whispers stories of elegance and opulence through its towering, intricately designed facade. With tall, narrow windows framed in ornate woodwork and a steeply pitched roof adorned with delicate gables, the architecture showcases the Victorian style that was so popular during that period. If you enjoy this video, please like the video and subscribe for more. And tell me where you are watching from today. I always find it awesome to see where all my viewers are watching from. Let's get back to the video. This mansion was not just any home. It was a symbol of wealth and status in the community. Painted in soft hues of cream and gold, the exterior glimmers in the sunlight, while an expansive porch stretches across the front, inviting visitors to enjoy a moment of respite. The intricate carvings on the columns seem to dance in the breeze, giving a sense of grandeur and attention to detail that modern homes often lack. Flowers bloom in carefully arranged gardens, surrounding the mansion like a colorful embrace, enhancing its beauty and making it a focal point of admiration for those who passed by. At that time, this mansion was more than just a residence. It served as a gathering place for social events and celebrations. Wealthy families would host extravagant parties beneath its elegant chandeliers, each room filled with laughter and music. It was where young couples danced their first dances together and where friendships blossomed over cups of tea and shared stories. Community members looked up to this house as a beacon of good fortune and prosperity. The significance of this mansion extended beyond its physical presence. It represented dreams and aspirations for many in the town. Locals would often speak of it in hushed tones of reverence, associating the family that lived there with generosity and kindness. They were known for opening their doors to those in need, whether it be through charity events or simple acts of hospitality. Their philanthropy made them beloved figures within the community. As dusk settled each evening, lights would twinkle against the backdrop of a deepening sky, illuminating the rooms within. People from across the town would often pause outside to admire its glow, a warm reminder that happiness thrived within its walls. Children would play nearby in the yard, while their parents chatted about life's happenings, all drawn to the allure of this magnificent structure. Yet, despite its beauty and significance, like all things, nothing lasts forever. The days rolled on, bringing changes that no one could have foreseen. The once lively mansion stood quietly amid shifting times and evolving neighborhoods. It became a part of everyday life, no longer just a spectacle, but an anchor for memories shared by generations. But what truly set this mansion apart was not merely its architecture or functions. It was how it embodied hope and aspiration during a time when dreams were bigger than life itself. In that 1896 photograph, we see more than just bricks and wood. We see legacy intertwined with every corner and every stairwell. In moments when people gathered to reminisce about days gone by, stories emerged about the mansion, of laughter shared at parties that went late into the night, and of quiet afternoons spent with loved ones under its watchful gaze. It began to hold memories like treasures within its walls, each room filled with echoes of joy or sorrow experienced by those who entered. Without realizing it at first glance, each person who stepped foot on its porch became part of an ongoing story that blended past with present. A narrative rich with connection and legacy woven into the very fabric of town life. As we delve deeper into this story later on, we shall uncover more about its eventual demise. The day fire consumed what seemed eternal. Yet despite such tragedy comes a deeper truth. Even as structures may fade away over time, their essence remains etched into our hearts through recollections shared among friends. And speaking of essence, the woman standing steadfastly in front amid charred remains holds secrets untold. She herself embodies resilience, where others may only see ruins. The mansion may have burned down, but her presence is evidence that some stories defy destruction. They live on through those who remember. Thus begins our journey through history, not just focused on bricks or mortar, but rather how lives intersect amidst loss and love, combined into one grand tale spanning generations, with each heartbeat echoing through time's corridors, drawing us closer to understanding what transpired back then. Let us now move forward together. We will learn more about her story next as we paint vivid images against this backdrop laden heavy with heartbreak, yet filled with hope nonetheless. Among the remnants of the grand mansion captured in that unforgettable 1896 photo stands a woman whose presence adds a layer of intrigue and poignancy to the story. Dressed in an elegant gown that flows gracefully around her, she seems to embody the very essence of the era. The fabric, rich and dark, contrasts beautifully against the soft hues of the mansion behind her, hinting at both sophistication and strength. The dress is intricately detailed, with delicate lace at the cuffs and neckline, making it clear that she is not just any visitor, but someone who belongs. Her hair is styled in soft waves atop her head, adorned with subtle decorations that catch the light. A simple but striking hairpiece that speaks to her attention to detail. She stands tall and confident, with an air of dignity that draws one's gaze. One can almost sense that she is aware of how time has shaped her surroundings, but remains steadfast in her place as if guarding cherished memories against the inevitable passage of time. The woman's expression captures a mixture of emotions, reflective yet hopeful, serene yet laden with untold stories. It's as though she understands both the joy and sorrow intertwined within these walls. Perhaps she once danced in those grand rooms or shared laughter during festive gatherings. Each memory likely adds layers to her identity. While many might view her as simply another figure in an old photograph, she represents resilience, a quiet reminder that some stories endure even after structures have crumbled. As we analyze her place within this historical context, questions arise about who she might be. Is she a member of the family who called this mansion home? Or could she be a beloved friend, visiting on a day filled with festivities? Maybe she's even a caretaker devoted to ensuring its legacy lives on through generations. Regardless of her exact relationship to the mansion, one fact remains clear. She holds deep connections not only to its past, but also its present. The juxtaposition between the woman and the mansion paints a powerful image, one where time seems fluid rather than linear. While centuries may pass and buildings may decay, human connection appears timeless. Through her presence, we are reminded that homes are not merely made of bricks and mortar. They are alive with stories reflected in those who inhabit them. Her stance suggests both pride and sorrow. She feels anchored by history while facing an uncertain future. Standing before what was once a magnificent estate filled with laughter and love reinforces a truth often overlooked. Memories linger within us long after places have changed or faded away. In moments like this, when one focuses closely on individuals within historic photos, a deeper understanding emerges about people who lived through significant events spanning decades. The woman's ability to hold space amid loss echoes our collective understanding of life's fragility. The way each person carries forth pieces from their past into new chapters ahead. Moreover, there's something hauntingly beautiful about seeing such strength amidst devastation. Her unwavering demeanor implies hope, that even as flames ravaged what seemed unbreakable, resilience remained intact among those who remember fondly what once was. As we delve further into this narrative journey across time's tapestry woven through joy and heartbreak alike, the mysterious woman beckons us closer. Her story intertwines with others yet to be revealed. It invites us all to consider our connections drawn from shared experiences over generations past. The interplay between her presence and the empty spaces left behind by destruction allows audiences today to grapple with notions surrounding grief blended alongside remembrance. A challenge for all who yearn for continuity amidst change. So here we stand together alongside this remarkable figure from 1896, an emblematic bridge spanning time. And we are compelled toward uncovering more layers beneath our exploration concerning resilience amongst loss. Next comes a pivotal moment when we shall learn more about how memories passed down shape narratives across communities long after material structures have vanished completely from sight. It reaffirms what truly endures beyond physical representations alone. As we delve deeper into the context surrounding the Grand Mansion and the mysterious woman, it's essential to explore the late 19th century, an era filled with transformation, innovation, and cultural shifts that shaped everyday life. The year was 1896, a time when society stood at the crossroads of tradition and modernity, deeply influencing how people interacted with their surroundings. During this period, the United States experienced rapid industrialization. Factories sprang up in cities, drawing people from rural areas in search of work. This influx of laborers contributed to the growth of urban centers, where social structures began to transform. The rise of industries brought wealth to many families, allowing them to enjoy luxuries that were once reserved for the elite. As a result, homes like the Grand Mansion became symbols of affluence. Embellished with fine decorations and set in picturesque neighborhoods where social status was keenly observed. Amidst this backdrop, the Victorian era influenced not just architecture, but also fashion and lifestyle. Women adorned themselves in elaborate dresses made from rich fabrics with intricate patterns, showcasing their status and taste. The lady captured in our photo exemplifies this trend. Her gown is a reflection of both elegance and class. Such attire was not simply about beauty. It conveyed messages about one's identity and place within society. Wearing fashionable clothing was essential for women as they attended parties or gatherings, allowing them to navigate social circles effectively. Social norms dictated that women often played roles centered around family and home. They were expected to maintain hospitality standards, welcoming guests into their homes with charm and grace. Social gatherings held at mansions like this one served as opportunities for families to strengthen connections with others in their circles, while reinforcing ties that bound communities together. The laughter shared over tea or dance floors became the fabric of relationships built upon mutual respect and support. Yet amidst these social gatherings lay unspoken pressures for women during this time. Many were confined by societal expectations, leading lives structured by duty rather than choice. Although some embraced these traditions wholeheartedly, others felt stifled by constraints placed upon them regarding education and independence. This struggle for personal freedom became increasingly pronounced as women began advocating for rights beyond household roles, including suffrage movements that would eventually take root. The late 19th century also bore witness to significant technological advancements that altered daily life. Innovations such as electricity began lighting homes across towns, improving conveniences, but also altering how families interacted after dark. No longer constrained by daylight hours alone, evenings transformed into opportunities for entertainment, the flicker of gas lamps illuminating gardens where people once gathered at twilight. Moreover, Transportation evolved rapidly during this time as well. Railroads expanded far and wide, connecting cities previously isolated from one another through long journeys on horseback or footpaths alone. These developments facilitated commerce and travel alike. People could now attend events farther afield, perhaps even leading guests back home to experience extravagant soirees held within majestic residences like our mansion. Yet while these changes heralded progress for many, they also deepened divisions within society based on class differences. A stark reminder that wealth afforded privileges not available to everyone around them. People living in poverty found themselves grappling with harsh realities resulting from unemployment or low wages exacerbated by fast-paced industrialization. Through all these transformations came an undeniable undercurrent of hope. The belief that change could lead toward better futures for generations yet unborn. Amidst economic booms contrasted against struggles faced daily, arose dreams woven into stories shared at firesides or beneath sprawling oak trees lining yards like those belonging to our mansion. In summary, exploring this historical period provides us with crucial insights into what life was like in 1896. A mosaic rich yet laden with complexities surrounding family dynamics alongside societal expectations. An intersection between progress occurring both personally within hearts seeking freedom combined alongside struggles faced due economic disparities shaping realities day to day. So here we stand poised before this grand mansion's legacy interwoven through lives lived. The echoes resonating throughout time remind us all how intertwined experiences define who we are today even as walls crumble away. Our next step will bring us closer still, to uncover tales hidden within shadows cast across history's canvas awaiting discovery. As we turn to the tragic fate of the Grand Mansion, the story takes a somber turn, a moment when memories turn to ashes, forever altering the lives connected to it. The fire that consumed this beautiful structure occurred on a fateful night in early April 1901, just a few short years after the photograph was taken. Local townsfolk recall that evening vividly, as flames leapt into the sky and cast an eerie glow against the dark backdrop of night. It began with an unsuspecting flicker, perhaps from a faulty lamp or an unattended fireplace in one of the lavishly decorated rooms. Investigators never fully confirmed the exact cause, but whispers spread among neighbors about potential electrical issues or even careless handling of flammable materials. With so much fine woodwork and rich fabrics within its walls, it didn't take long for the fire to spread uncontrollably. The mansion's grandeur soon became its curse. The very things that made it beautiful, like its ornate details and plush furnishings, were also highly flammable. As flames roared through hallways and engulfed rooms, panic filled the air. Local residents rushed to help, forming a human chain to pass buckets of water from nearby wells while others shouted instructions in an effort to combat the raging inferno. However, despite their best efforts, they were no match for the voracious flames. The roof began to collapse with a deafening crash. People watched in horror as their beloved landmark transformed from a beacon of hope into a monument of destruction. The once majestic structure that had hosted countless joyous gatherings now became nothing more than a swirling mass of embers lit against an expansive starry sky. News spread quickly throughout town. The devastation felt personal. Many had cherished memories associated with the mansion, celebrations, dances, and afternoons spent enjoying tea in its gardens. It symbolized not just wealth, but community, a place where relationships flourished and lives intertwined. In times like these, neighbors came together not only to mourn, but also to support one another in healing from their collective loss. Vigils were held near the smoking ruins where townspeople gathered to share stories about what had once stood there. a testament to how deeply intertwined their lives had been with that magnificent home. As investigations continued into what caused such destruction, various theories emerged. Some speculated that it was simply an accident. Others hinted at darker possibilities involving insurance claims and financial motivations, given how some families faced economic struggles as industries transformed around them. Yet no solid evidence ever surfaced linking any foul play directly to those who lived within its walls. For many, these discussions sparked debates about safety measures taken in homes across town, reminding everyone that even a great beauty could harbor dangers lurking just below surface appearances. The fire changed perceptions about how people viewed their own residences. They became more vigilant regarding maintenance and precautions as they sought protection amid uncertainty. Beyond immediate ramifications lay long-lasting impacts. This tragedy marked a turning point for locals regarding how they remembered their history, while adapting toward new realities unfolding within rapidly shifting landscapes wrought by progress, yet fraught with risks simultaneously appearing alongside opportunities for growth. Amidst such tragedies arose resilience, the kind embodied by our mysterious woman, standing amidst what remains after everything has faded away. While she may have lost her physical home that night, alongside countless memories held dear, something deeper would continue weaving itself throughout time itself. Though charred remnants remained, stories lived on. They were whispered around campfires or shared during community meetings, inspiring generations ahead. Each tale told resurrected laughter, echoing through halls previously filled with life before flames devoured all. Ultimately, then, firm reminders lingered regarding important lessons learned following devastation. Those who witnessed firsthand how fleeting moments could be learned again, what truly matters most within communities. Compassion shared between neighbors bound together, sharing not only sorrows, but joys experienced collectively too. As we reflect upon this poignant part of history rooted deeply amongst nature's course, unfolding itself following catastrophe, we are compelled toward exploring further connections forged amid loss buffering against waves rising from tomorrow's unknown shores ahead. Now let us journey onward, discovering more paths through time, shaped by memories gripping hearts across generations past, still yearning for understanding amidst uncertainties, forever transforming lives, while honoring legacies left behind. Amidst the charred remains of the Grand Mansion, the woman in the 1896 photo stands as a powerful symbol of resilience and remembrance. Her name was Clara Thompson, and she was the youngest daughter of the family who had called that magnificent house home for many years. Clara grew up within those ornate walls, her life intricately interwoven with every corner of the mansion. Each room held memories, the laughter of family gatherings, the whispers of friends sharing secrets, and the dreams she crafted on quiet afternoons spent gazing out at the gardens. As a child, Clara marveled at the mansion's splendor. The grand staircase, adorned with a velvet runner, became her stage for imaginative plays, while the library filled with books offered an escape to distant lands and adventures. The gardens were her sanctuary, a place where she danced among flowers in bloom, twirling in her flowing dresses under the warm sun. Everything about the mansion nurtured her spirit and shaped her dreams. It was more than just a house. It was a haven. When Clara reached adulthood, her love for the home deepened further. She often hosted tea parties with friends in the parlor, where stories were shared over delicate china and pastries. The mansion became a backdrop for budding romances and cherished friendships, all wrapped within its elegant embrace. To Clara, this place was not merely a reflection of wealth, but a crucible of growth and joy. Each event unfolded into cherished memories that would stay with her forever. But as time went on, Clara also felt the weight of societal expectations pressing down on her. While she flourished in gatherings and enjoyed her role as hostess, there remained an unfulfilled desire for independence, a yearning to explore life beyond the confines of familial duty. Despite this internal conflict, she remained devoted to her home and family, blending duty with dreams as best she could. The tragic fire that consumed their beloved mansion in 1901 shattered her world. When news reached Clara that flames engulfed everything she held dear, disbelief mingled with horror. She rushed to the scene, heart pounding as despair struck upon seeing their once proud residence reduced to smoldering ruins. Watching firefighters struggle against an overwhelming blaze felt surreal, like a nightmare from which she couldn't wake up. Clara stood frozen among neighbors gathered nearby, some weeping openly while others exchanged comforting words. It was a community brought together by loss, yet separated by grief too deep for words. She felt their pain acutely. This place had not only been home to her family, but represented shared experiences woven through generations past, alongside bonds forged amongst townsfolk throughout time. In those dark hours following devastation, Clara grappled with conflicting emotions, a mixture of sorrow over lost treasures and determination fueled by memories still alive within her heart. Even as flames swallowed physical structures whole, the laughter shared over tea parties or twinkling lights illuminating evenings spent amongst loved ones echoed through time like whispers trapped beneath ash. As Clara reflected upon what had been lost alongside physical space, the essence of love and connection endured undeniably strong. It became clear that even if bricks crumbled away, they could never erase history written into every heartbeat shared long ago. From those ashes emerged clarity. While material possessions vanished swiftly, a legacy remained bound through every person who grieved alongside one another, reminding each other how important communal strength truly was. Clara found purpose amidst sorrow. It fueled her desire for advocacy regarding safety standards within homes across town, so others did not face similar fates again. Empowered by love for both people left behind, alongside memories etched forever within past history. You could almost see determination radiate from Clara like warmth pouring forth from sunlight, breaking through dark clouds after storms passed by. Standing there in front of what remained became more than simply marking loss. It transformed into celebrating connections forged despite adversity. Though visible remnants faded away, something intangible persisted, steadfast, connecting everyone deeply tied together through shared experiences, past, present, future, intertwining like roots, growing beneath soil, holding strength unseen, yet palpably felt all around them. In time's ever-turning wheel, the woman returned time again, feeling inspired, knowing that, although they may have lost their physical shelter, their hearts held fast to lessons learned amid loss, illuminating paths toward brighter tomorrows unfolding ahead. So now let us continue journeying together, uncovering layers revealed along this tale, embarked upon exploring how lives lived, intertwined throughout seasons, turning while always honoring legacies, passing along through lifetimes, enduring. In the years following the devastating fire that claimed the Grand Mansion, its legacy evolved into a powerful narrative of remembrance and resilience, deeply etched within the hearts of the community. Today, as we step into the past, remnants of the once majestic estate still linger in the form of ruins and markers that tell its story, a poignant reminder of what was lost and what remains. When you visit the site where the mansion once stood, you're greeted by a scattering of stone walls, partially collapsed and covered with ivy. These fading walls tell tales of grandeur while also reflecting nature's reclamation of space. The original foundation can still be discerned, marked by moss-covered bricks that hint at a time when laughter and music echoed through its halls. In sunny spots, wildflowers bloom cheerfully, contrasting sharply with the somber memories tied to these ruins. Despite their decay, these remnants evoke deep feelings for visitors who wander through them, their imaginations igniting visions of elegant parties, joyous celebrations, and loved ones gathered beneath swirling chandeliers. To honor this history, local historians took it upon themselves to establish a small memorial park surrounding what remains of the mansion. A path winds through the area lined with benches where people can sit quietly and reflect on the house that once stood so proudly. Scattered along the pathways are bronze plaques detailing stories about Clara Thompson, fun facts from her childhood at the mansion, and insights into her later advocacy for safety measures in homes across town. Each plaque serves as a piece of a larger puzzle, piecing together a legacy not only of architecture, but also of community spirit and shared resilience. In addition to the physical remnants, various local organizations have dedicated efforts toward preserving memories associated with the mansion. The town's historical society hosts annual events to commemorate the fire's anniversary. Gatherings filled with storytelling sessions where residents share their fondest memories related to Clara and her family. This tradition reinforces not just the connection between those who lost their beloved home, but also instills pride in their shared heritage. Each tale told helps ensure that memories remain alive, even amidst changing times. Through photographs displayed in community centers, Clara's story has become one juxtaposed against loss and strength. A reminder that personal connections carry forth long after structures have crumbled away. Workshops hosted in this area provide educational opportunities for younger generations to learn about fire safety measures necessary for safeguarding their homes today. They serve as crucial reminders about lessons learned from past tragedies. As families stroll through this small memorial park now in place of what was once an opulent estate, they find moments amid sadness to celebrate hope and unity, promptly arising from disaster's ashes. Children play nearby while adults engage in conversations steeped with nostalgia, yet laced with optimism, as they explore their roots deeper than simply familial ties. They cherish how community support binds everyone together, well beyond physical spaces. Interestingly enough, new architectural developments began incorporating elements reminiscent of Victorian designs that once graced the original mansion, as if seeking solace from history while tailoring modern living conditions towards greater warmth among residents living there today. This blend encourages connections amongst neighborhoods established recently, the charm serving not just as an aesthetic choice, but rather imbuing contemporary spaces with echoes from yesteryear, reminding all those living nearby how deeply intertwining lives enriched previously felt alive through cherished histories, linking them back forevermore. In essence, then, what remains today consists far beyond mere bricks or rubble. It embodies love bound intricately within narratives conveyed over generations, residing throughout histories etched against time. Even though Clara's dwelling may no longer stand tall amidst trees swaying gently above, it has flourished anew within every individual, informed by legacies taught during adventures anchored firmly beneath life's challenges, experienced together, standing shoulder to shoulder, warding off fears looming ahead. As we walk hand in hand through tales bridging gaps across the years flown by, we uncover lessons still echoing round every corner, bringing us closer, enriching our understanding, cultivated across souls, yearning for connections, strengthened by bonds, unshaken despite tribulations faced long since faded away. So onwards we stride now, weaving deeper layers into surroundings, meeting moments unveiling new paths, leading forth illuminating stories where memories thrive eternally, shining bright like stars scattered across night skies above, carrying forth spirits, marching alongside hopes nurtured anew, rendering us all participants, sharing intertwined tales together, always honoring legacies passed along, traversing lifetimes, enduring. The fire that consumed the grand mansion left a significant mark on the community, altering not just the landscape, but the very fabric of social connections among its residents. The news spread quickly through town, and a wave of shock and grief washed over everyone, as many felt that they had lost more than just a building. They had lost a part of their collective identity. For years, the mansion served as a central hub for social gatherings, celebrations, and community events. It was where families came together to celebrate milestones, birthdays, weddings, and anniversaries, creating memories that would be cherished for generations. With Astat, its beautiful gardens and elegant ballrooms, it provided an enchanting backdrop for countless joyful occasions. When flames engulfed this beloved landmark, it felt as if the heart of the community had been ripped away. As residents gathered in disbelief outside the smoldering ruins, conversations began to unfold. Stories were shared about the laughter that once filled those rooms and the friendships that blossomed within its walls. Old Mr. Jenkins recalled his first dance there with his late wife, while Mrs. Adams spoke fondly of afternoon tea parties hosted by Clara Thompson. Children reminisced about playing hide-and-seek in the mansion's expansive gardens or watching fireworks from its balcony during town celebrations. Each recollection added to a shared tapestry of memories that provided comfort amidst their sorrow. In the weeks following the fire, these stories became a means of healing. Local gatherings were organized not only to remember what was lost, but also to reaffirm community ties. Neighbors came together on evenings filled with candlelight vigils at what remained of the mansion's foundation, sharing their grief while celebrating shared histories. As they stood among charred brick and fallen beams, they realized that while the physical structure was gone, the memories lived on in their hearts and minds. Clara Thompson emerged as a symbol of hope during this difficult time. Her resilience inspired those around her to come together in support of one another. She began organizing events at local parks where families could gather to share stories about their experiences tied to the mansion. These gatherings fostered a sense of unity among residents who were grieving collectively, yet seeking ways to honor their cherished memories. The local historical society quickly mobilized efforts to document these memories formally. They collected oral histories from residents recounting their experiences at the mansion and compiled them into a book titled Echoes of Elegance. This project not only preserved individual stories, but also reinforced how deeply interconnected everyone was through shared moments spent within those walls. As time progressed, new initiatives began emerging from this tragic event aimed at preventing future disasters from striking again. Community meetings sparked discussions on safety measures and fire prevention techniques that could be implemented in homes throughout town. Residents learned about fire drills and proper equipment installations, all lessons derived directly from their experiences following the devastating loss. Moreover, in honoring Clara's legacy and commitment to safety advocacy stemming from personal tragedy, new building codes were adopted reflecting changes necessary for improving overall community resilience. Builders started incorporating modern safety features into new homes constructed nearby, while keeping design elements reminiscent of Victorian architecture alive, a nod toward history, ensuring memory never fades completely. These transformations served as powerful reminders. Despite facing hardship together, strength arose, illuminating paths forward, uniting individuals under one purpose rooted deeply within compassion, exhibited through actions taken collectively. Today, as families stroll through memorial parks dedicated to both Clara Thompson and those who once roamed grand hallways, the echoes of laughter can still be felt carried along gentle breezes, blowing softly across flowering plants planted lovingly by hands, young, old alike. Each blooming petal tells tales woven intricately throughout years lived alongside joy, mingling with sorrow, brimming finally forth, blooming anew, flourishing brightly well beyond visible reminders left behind. Thus emerges an unfolding narrative, illustrating profound impacts faced after loss. A story encapsulating resilience, woven tightly amongst communities. Learning adapt through trials faced, ultimately hoping brighter tomorrows shine brightly ahead, illuminating futures built upon legacies cherished, carrying forward torch, lit unveiled amid darkness, brightening path ahead, echoing against skies, painted colors, vivid reminding all hearts ever beating. Intertwined forever, shaping destinies, guiding travelers onward and navigating lives bound together, embracing connections forged amongst moments shared beautifully. So onward we journey deeper, exploring layers rich, filled with meanings, waiting patiently. Yearning told, revealing paths traversed, unveiling wonders, bright, shimmering evermore. Offering glimpses, timeless, illuminating stories, forever thriving. Carrying forth spirits, bright, passing legacies, along eternally woven fates, intertwined, shaping destinies anew, embracing lives touched warmly, fostering bonds unbroken, holding fast against uncertainties faced, guiding souls traveling onward forevermore. Loss is a profound teacher, often shaping our lives in ways we cannot fully comprehend until we find ourselves amidst its aftermath. The fire that consumed the Grand Mansion serves as a poignant example of how loss impacts individuals and communities alike. This once vibrant home, filled with laughter, love, and connection, was reduced to ruins, leaving behind not only physical remnants, but also echoes of memories that linger in the hearts of those who cherished it. The woman standing amidst the charred remains, Clara Thompson, embodies this complex relationship with loss. As the youngest daughter of the family who lived in the mansion, she grew up surrounded by its beauty and warmth. When flames engulfed her childhood home, it felt as though a part of her very identity had been erased. Yet, in this moment of devastation, Clara also discovered strength she never knew she possessed. Loss can strip away the familiar comforts of life, forcing us to confront our vulnerabilities and prompting us to reflect on what truly matters. In Clara's case, the loss of her family home became a catalyst for change, not only in her life, but within her community. Instead of succumbing to despair, she chose to honor the mansion's legacy by advocating for safety standards and fostering connections among residents. Through her journey, we see how loss can lead to resilience. It can motivate individuals to rise from the ashes and create positive change. The memories tied to the mansion were not entirely extinguished by fire. Rather, they transformed into a source of inspiration that encouraged Clara to help others. For many residents who experienced the fire alongside Clara, the loss of the mansion stirred deep emotions. Grief intertwined with nostalgia. The stories shared among neighbors became lifelines during this trying time. They allowed people to remember not just what was lost, but also what it meant to them personally. Each memory recounted served as a gentle reminder that while structures may fall away, the connections forged through experiences remain indelible. When we reflect on loss, we often find that it reshapes our understanding of relationships and community. The fire prompted local residents to reassess their values and priorities. They began cherishing friendships more deeply than before, and actively supporting one another in times of need. In facing such tragedy together, they learned that resilience flourishes in shared experiences. A truth revealed through collective sorrow, but illuminated by hope. The memorial park established at the site where the mansion once stood stands as a testament to this enduring spirit. It not only honors Clara's legacy, but also offers a space for reflection and remembrance for all who visit. As families stroll through the park today, they encounter plaques adorned with stories recounting joyful moments spent in the mansion, each tale weaving a tapestry filled with laughter and love. This space allows people to pause and connect with their own memories while honoring those who came before them. Moreover, loss has an uncanny ability to awaken empathy within us. Witnessing Clara's journey post-fire inspired many community members to engage actively with one another, even beyond moments of tragedy. They began organizing events aimed at fostering unity and understanding, sharing meals or hosting storytelling nights where they could connect over shared experiences. In this way, loss catalyzed an outpouring of compassion that strengthened ties within their community. As we consider these reflections on loss through Clara's eyes and those around her, we come to realize that it shapes our identities too. Just as she emerged from grief, transformed into an advocate for change, so too can we find purpose amid our own struggles when faced with heartache. Loss does not merely define us. Rather, it propels us forward toward growth while teaching invaluable lessons about resilience woven throughout life's fabric. Ultimately, then, while grief may feel isolating initially, it has potential for forging deeper connections amongst individuals, uniting them under shared experiences, transcending boundaries, revealing truths, bringing forth understanding into lives intertwined tightly among diverse journeys traveled. In essence, through remembering what was lost alongside cherishing bonds renewed despite sorrows endured, we cultivate legacies rooted firmly within hearts, reminding us always how beautifully intricate life unfolds, even against challenges faced, inspiring hope, reborn anew. Illuminating pathways, extending onward, uncovering vibrant possibilities, awaiting discovery, resonating eternally. Thus emerges our chance now to reflect upon losses experienced amid journeys undertaken while embracing stories unlike any other, told weaving rich colors bright across canvases, waiting gently, yearning, patiently, shining forth, carrying spirits alive, nurturing eternal connections, forged along paths, traversed evermore. Guiding souls navigating toward brighter horizons, illuminating dreams once thought lost, forever resurrected anew. In reflecting on the enduring spirit of places and the people who inhabit them, we find that stories like the one of the Grand Mansion and Clara Thompson serve to keep memories alive. The mansion, once a symbol of wealth and sophistication, may have been reduced to ruins, yet its legacy continues to thrive in the hearts and minds of those who remember it. Through shared recollections and the bonds forged in times of sorrow, the essence of what was lost transforms into a source of inspiration for future generations. Clara's journey following the fire exemplifies how individuals can embody the spirit of their communities. In her determination to honor her past and advocate for safety, she became a beacon of hope for those around her. Her story is not just about loss, it's about resilience and the impact one individual can have when they channel their grief into positive action. Clara's legacy reminds us that while physical structures may crumble, the connections forged within them can withstand the tests of time. The establishment of the memorial park at the site of the mansion serves as a poignant representation of this enduring spirit. It stands not only as a reminder of what once was, but also as a space for reflection, healing, and community gathering. Plaques detailing stories from residents about their experiences within the mansion invite visitors to pause, remember, and connect with their collective history. Each visitor who steps into the park becomes part of the ongoing narrative, a new thread woven into the rich tapestry of memories associated with that grand structure. Moreover, the community's response to loss highlights how tragedy can foster unity. In coming together to share their stories, residents reaffirmed their ties to one another and recognized their shared humanity. They learned that vulnerability and grief could lead to strength and connection. Experiences once perceived as isolated were revealed to be parts of a larger whole, emphasizing that understanding and compassion thrive when people unite through shared experiences. As families gather in the park today, they exchange stories filled with laughter and warmth, moments that echo those experienced within the mansion's walls. Children play among blooming flowers where vibrant gardens once flourished, and adults reminisce about afternoons spent in elegant parlors. This intermingling of past and present is a testament to how memories shape our identity and influence our relationships. The story of Clara Thompson serves as an enduring reminder that loss shapes us but does not define us. As she took steps toward healing by advocating for improved safety measures in homes across town, she set an example for others to follow, encouraging them to channel their experiences into meaningful change. Her strength ignited a sense of responsibility within her community, inspiring collective growth born from heartache. When we reflect on such narratives, we are reminded that every place carries stories that breathe life into communities and enrich our understanding of ourselves. The grand mansion may be gone, but its spirit lives on through those who remember it fondly and carry its legacy forward. Such stories are not confined to one person or era. Rather, they ebb and flow throughout time, shaping future generations even as they honor those who came before. In this way, we come to see loss as a teacher, a catalyst for growth that encourages us to cherish our bonds while fostering empathy for one another. It is through these connections that we find hope amid despair. Every shared memory becomes a stepping stone leading us toward brighter tomorrows, woven together with threads of resilience. As we continue our journeys through life, let us honor the legacies rooted in our pasts. Acknowledge both joy and sorrow, intertwined within narratives lived fully. By doing so, we keep memories alive while nurturing deeper connections amongst ourselves, ensuring that even in adversity's shadow shines bright light illuminating paths ahead. The woman standing amidst the ruins symbolizes all those who endure loss yet grow stronger through it. Her presence reminds us that while structures may fade away, the essence of love shared remains unbroken eternally. Together, let us embrace these legacies as we travel onward toward futures enriched by lessons learned, along journeys taken hand in hand, forging new chapters inspired forevermore.